I'm Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today I got a mega movie plan. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the new movie, Poupelle of Chimney Town. I'm going to go over my general thoughts of the movie, so spoiler free. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and my recommendation on whether you should go out and see this movie or not. So stick around to the end of the video for that recommendation. But without further ado, let's get started!
What do you think you'll find beyond the smoke?
Now to get into the good of the movie first. While this movie was such a great surprise and an awesome start to the new year, it was just completely marvelous to look at. And it is such a great story of a child that doesn't have any friends, but then forms a unlikely friendship with a robot that is magically made out of garbage. And so they form this unlikely connection, and the small child just has the goal of wanting to look up at the sky and see the stars. But since it's Chimney Town, the sky is completely covered in all this thick smoke and you can't see past it. And so his goal is to one day be able to look at the sky, see the shining stars like his dad would talk about with all these great marvelous stories. And so that's really what the plot evolves around, but it gets really deep. There's a lot of powerful story elements at play here, and it does a great job of world building, being introduced to a town, but it shows so many different parts of this town. You also get giant wide scopes of the town, and so the animation here is fantastic. You get to see a lot of different unique characters, how they interact with each other, and you get a real sense of what the society would actually be like in a chimney town where people could not look up at the sky.
Let's go, Poupelle!
Now to get into some more good of the movie. While this movie is completely magical, it is just so well written. You get to really connect to all the characters in this story. You're going to have great emotional moments where you get teary-eyed. You're going to have great laugh out loud moments that were just so surprising to have in a movie like this. So it is just such a fun ride, and how everything builds upon itself as we get towards the end of the movie. And just seeing how all these characters are connected and related, it just makes for a much more powerful finale. There's great messages throughout this entire movie that we can all learn from, and the ending just gets so exhilarating and action-packed. And then what you see on the screen towards the end of the movie is just so breathtaking. Your jaw is going to be dropped. What they're able to present to us with animation is just so magical and wonderful in this movie. You're just gonna have a great time looking at the screen. Now to get into the bad of the movie. Now there isn't any serious major negative here that hurts the movie overall, but there was one drawback I noticed, and that's how this movie tells its story in certain sequences. Now it doesn't just keep with the same technique, it changes it up just a little bit. Now some of the changes work, but some of them don't. When it goes to a first point of view, I thought that worked fine. But then when it does a couple sequences where it feels like it's a video game and it's a platformer of sorts, I thought that was just really odd, and it kind of took me out of the movie for a little bit and I had to readjust. But that was really the only negative I could even see in this movie. Like I said, this movie is a really nice story. That was the only one drawback I could tell. Now to get into that recommendation I promise you all. Now, should you go out and see this movie or not? I absolutely think you should if you're an anime fan at all. I'm telling you, this was such a delightful surprise to start the new year off with. It is such a great movie. So if you like animation, I think you're really going to enjoy this movie. You can also bring the whole family out to this movie. The adults are going to enjoy it. The children are going to enjoy it. I think everybody's going to have a great time. This is just a nice movie filled with positivity and a story of hope. I think sometimes we need that kind of movie. And I'm telling you, the animation can be breathtaking at times. So go see it on the biggest screen possible with the nicest speakers. I think you're really going to get immersed into this story. So I was pleasantly surprised by this film. I really enjoyed it. So if you like animation at all, you're probably going to enjoy it as well. Now, if you're completely against animes and animation, then no, this movie is not going to win you over. But I'm telling you, if you like animated stuff, I think you're going to have a fun time with this movie.
Yes!
So that will do it for today's mega review of Poupelle of Chimney Town. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever heard of this movie? Are you planning on seeing this one? Or if not, based off my recommendation, you now are a little bit intrigued by it. Definitely let me know that in the comments below. Also, if you have any other anime movies you would like me to review in the future, definitely let me know in those comments. Give me some great suggestions. I haven't seen a lot of anime films before, but I would definitely like to review more in the future. So definitely let me know which ones I should be watching. Also, if you're discovering my channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe right now. That way I can get you all that future movie review, movie ranking, movie news, and movie haul content the entire year. I post often. I don't want you to miss out on any of that movie entertainment value. So make sure you subscribe right now. Also, feel free to share out this video to any friends or family that love films, that like talking about movies. That way we can grow this mega film fan community on the channel together and just have a great time all year talking movies together. Also, like the video. And this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.